we're gonna go through our rear brakes here. So we're gonna take this clip off here, try this one out. Sometimes these things are a real bugger to come out, and you gotta work them to get them to come out. Yeah, it's moving. Looks like it's moving now. Get some pliers. Try it. I'm gonna let the oil work its way in there. I don't want it to break. I don't know if it's got new ones with the brake pads, but let me get the. All right, so we had 7 millimeters here on the inside. We're going to get these off. Okay. So this has that piston that you have to ratchet down while you're squeezing it. And I'm going to give this a little more oil here. This little thing doesn't want to come out, which is going to be a pain. So you may have to I don't want to snap it. Kind of concerned about it. So all right, we're gonna get the piston and we're gonna ratchet this down, and we're gonna be squeezing this with some pliers at the same time, or we use our vice grips. So let me get that going. Now they have a tool that goes in here with this little ratchet thing, and you know, I'm thinking of getting one, but the problem with that is you can't grab the piston to twist it in, so it kind of doesn't work out all that well for you. So we got to find a spot where we can grab this and put a little pressure on this piston to push it in while we're turning it. So I've got a little pressure on it now, and we're going to try and turn this in. Oh, I got it. And then as you're turning it, the pliers get a little looser, and then we just tighten them up a little bit more. And if I get that tool, what'll happen is it's kind of right in your face here. It doesn't really work the best for these. And you know, I have one of those tools that, you know, has the pins to go in here. And I'll be honest with you, I just find that this system, this one works easier for me. All right, so we got the piston screwed down, and it was a little bit of a slow process because it was out pretty damn far, but it's down. I don't think it's going down any farther. We'll know when we put the brake pads on if we have to adjust a little more. But we're going to take the brake bar off right now. It's a 13 millimeter inside here. All right, so we got our pads off, and we got our brake bar off.
Are the Allen's under the rubber boots?
Yeah, you got to take the caps off. And clean the brake rotor.
Just using a little bit of brake cleaner on them to get the oil off of the rotors when they ship them out.
We're going to go never seize the spindle hub bearing so that this will slide on. You see how nice it came off? We never seized this thing a while ago. Just putting a little never seize on here. I'm going to slip our rotor on. We're going to put one nut to hold it on. We're going to do our never seize our little bolts right here. Get these all set up. So to get at those 7mm caliper pins, we had these two little boots on. I had to pry off to get onto those. All right, let's go set up our brake pads. All right, so we got our rotor clean. We're just gonna sit it into place, put one lug nut on so it stays on, you know. And, you know, we're doing the brake caliper pins right now. I mean, the brake bar with the shoes. And then we're gonna put caliper pin lube on the boot to keep this nice and moist. And we're gonna pull these pins out and lube the inside and get these pins so they move nice. And this thing just doesn't seem like it wants to move. I can heat it, or I can just bend it back out of the way and leave it. Nice about this style is there's really no clips or anything. Your brake shoes just sit right in this groove here. So we're just cleaning this up with the wire brush. You didn't break anything, did you, Brian?
Yep. It was already freaking.
It was already broken?
Liar!
Until you got in there and said, I'll show you how to get that off.
Yeah, snap.
For some reason, though.
For some reason.
Yeah. We don't want to hear excuses.
Now we gotta go back to O'Reilly's? Oh, man.
Is that a necessary part?
Well, you should have it, so.
It's only necessary if you want to use your brakes. Some brake caliper lube we're using on the brake bracket.
Yep. All right, and we got brake shoes here. This one will go on the inside. So we're gonna bring these over. We're gonna get this bracket mounted, and then we'll slide these in. All right, so we'll get the brake bracket on, and then we'll lube our caliper pins. All right, we'll tighten this up in a minute. Let's get these caliper pins out. These things are stiff.
Around the other side of you.
I'm gonna get some little vice grips to grab them and lock on. All right, so let me get the brake lube.
Right, so we're lubing a brake caliper pin right there. And other than being dry, it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get a little blob in the hole here and force this thing in.
Did it free up for you?
I'm working it. Caliper's got 275,000 miles on it somehow, and it's oh, look at that, huh?
Work it, baby.
Lube on it. Okay. That one's done. Let's get this one out.
Yeah, that one came out easier.
Yeah.
Lube that one up too. Hey, Geppetto, what are you banging on now?
He's fixing his
Yeah,
spring.
he's screwing us somehow. That's what he's doing.
Get my ratchet over here.
Dun 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 dun. You gotta see a piston in camera in 1 seconds.
I'm gonna tighten this up.
Are you tightening? Oh, right over there?
Yeah.
That was sloppy, kid.
Okay. Tighten that up. Tighten this one up. Alright. So we just slide the brake pads in to that one there. And just slide it in. No clips, no nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Kind of nice, you know. So
It's a pretty easy brake job.
spring tension of it right here is what holds the tension on it.
That's the part Brian broke.
Hey, can you repeat that again?
That's the part that Brian.
Brian
Hey, don't
broke.
touch the spring tension.
My cousin has a Jeep and it's got the same thing and his broke and we had to drill him out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, here he comes. He's gonna get us.
Steve doesn't use the never sees everywhere.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Brian. Maybe I should start. Put a little more season on that.
Did I just contribute?
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
you did.
Okay.
Kinda.
So,
Ish.
we got that. We got that one going down there.
There you go.
Okay, so let's see if we can get this one. Now it's got the spring hand. That's what's kind of forcing it on like that. So we'll get the bottom one going first. So you want to make sure you get these started correctly.
Yep. If it doesn't line up, you might have to wiggle the brake caliper around a little bit.
Sometimes they're a pain.
Yeah, a lot of times they're a pain.
You think it's started, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't think it says nope. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're going.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this one so it pulls the caliper like kind of in alignment like that. It's just snug. And then we'll get this one on here. Push down. Okay, we're gonna go. Yep, right now. Yeah, that's good. Alright, got that tight. That tight. Now we've got 2 plugs we're gonna put back in right now. That we didn't show you that we took out. We just popped these off with that fingernail and put them back in there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually drill this pin out. It's actually not very hard metal, and we'll drill it out, and we're actually gonna have to try and manipulate the bracket because we don't have an Allen with this so that we can get it in there. So let's get it drilled.
Because Brian snapped the bracket, so now it's stuck doing this.
And Brian drills it out. Let's see how we did.
That's it. There you go.
Okay. give them a little tap to make sure that they're in. If you're gonna do this job, you know, maybe we should, you know, get the spring, you know, with the job. Once it gets in there, it's kind of gonna rust its way and stay on there anyways, but this is what gives the tension on the caliper to hold it pulled in like this. So without it, in a pinch, you know, you could drive it, but you should have it in there because this is what's pulling the front of the caliper to the bracket right here. So we've got our bolts tight in the back. We've got our 13 millimeters on the back side all tight. We got our brake rotor lube on the spindle hub bearing. So we've got this side all done, and we're gonna go and do the same process on the other side. We're gonna pump the brakes up, that'll push the piston out, check our brake fluid, and that'll take care of it.
And you want to do that before you drive the car.
Yep.